Hello, my name is Kayla Kaltenbach, and my persuasive speech is on the topic of why the voting age should not be lowered to 16. The voting age in America is a very touchy subject for some people. Various acts throughout history have lowered the voting eligibility drastically. My belief on the subject is that it should not be lowered to 16 because the voting age of 18 is perfect. Others believe that 16 would be a good age because they can do many things that deem them as a legal adult. The voting age should not be lowered. The voting age should not be lowered for three reasons. First, voting shows maturity. Second, change can be good and it can be bad. And third, the public opinion of the voting age. Chan and Clayton are political studies experts and authors of the voting age, of should the voting age be lowered to 16. The Electoral Commission favors the majority as the issue. Also, it challenges the abandonment of age as a qualifying condition. Age-based discrimination against the younger majority is a good thing. There are three challenges to why this is true. Age, insignificant differences between 16 and 18-year-olds, and rest on similarities between enforcement empowering of 16 and 17-year-olds. Many people believe that age-based discrimination is a good thing. Also, many people believe that age-based discrimination is unjust. Although the voting age is now 18, that was not always the case. Before the VRA was established in 1870, African Americans were almost completely disenfranchised to vote. The 15th Amendment passed in 1870 created a method to prevent the color from voting. They did this by creating literacy tests, poll taxes, and stuff like that. The VRA, which is the Voting Rights Act, was designed to completely get rid of discrimination. In order to do this, they provided elections to be sure they were fair. They did this by making sure that nobody at any elections had to do poll taxes, literacy tests. The 26th Amendment established 18 as the minimum voting age throughout all America for all federal, state, and local elections. The Vietnam-era slogan, "Old enough to fight, old enough to vote," was a very powerful claim for this. As you can see, the VRA changed the voting drastically. In the past, African Americans and 18-year-olds and women were almost completely disenfranchised in order to vote. In the past, colonies had their the voting age set to 21 because that was what British law stated. Today, African Americans, women, and 18-year-olds all have the right to vote thanks to the Voting Rights Act. There are three main sides to what people believe the voting age should be. First, many believe that the voting age should be lowered to 16. Many believe that it should be raised to 21, and many believe that it should stay where it is at 18. Daisy Blacklock, in her article, For and Against Lowering the Voting Age, along with other people with opinions on the voting age, state these. The people that believe it should be lowered to 16 believe this because at 16 you are deemed legal because you can pay taxes and you can get married. Some believe it should be raised to 21 because people of the age of 21 are far more mature and it increases the likelihood of voters. People that believe it should stay at 18 are because that is the legal age of adulthood. According to Amanda Newcomb's article, a Maryland town lowers the voting age to 16, says that a small Maryland town lowered the voting age to 16. I believe that this Maryland town is doing this as a trial to see how well it will work. If it works, though, we will have a new law to consider in lowering the voting age to 16. And if it doesn't work, we will partially know if it will work or not work and why. The voting age shows maturity and should not be lowered to 16. It should not be lowered to 16 because people at the age of 16 are not very smart on what is going on in the country. People at the age of 18 know fairly well on how the country is run today. Many rights have changed since the Voting Rights Act was passed. the many different views of Americans and their views on the voting age and what it should be. Again, the three main sides are the voting age should be raised to 21, lowered to 16, and stay where they are at 18. I believe that the voting age should not be lowered. I believe that the voting age should not be lowered because, one, voting shows maturity. Second, change can be good and it can be bad. And three, the public opinion of the voting age. What I want my audience to get out of my speech is why you should consider thinking twice about the voting age being lowered to 16 and not staying at 18.